We're back here on the platform, and we are speaking today with Karissa Culmer and Kandy Gibson and Bianca Nygard, who, as I say on every program, she brings along very interesting guests. She too is a humanitarian, and look out for those people who are underprivileged, those people who are going through some health challenges. This is what you do every week. Yes?
Yes, Mr. Jones. I love helping people. If people are going to come to me, of course I'm going to help. But you know what's incredible is there was Karissa found herself with some money, a little bit of money. And remember, we actually were driving and there was money blowing in the road.
Is that right?
It was $3. And we stopped the car. Karissa jumped up and ran out and got this money, the $3 that we found in the road. And I was. Right away, Karissa was wanted to buy me something with that. Was asking if I wanted something to drink or to eat and everything with that. And you know, that's just like what Kandy does too. It's like you have whatever little bit that you have, you're gonna offer it right away back to the other person. I think it's beautiful.
Let's back up a little bit. You are a Culmer, but you say you don't know your parents.
No.
How do you know you are Culmer?
My adopted parents, by law, I'm a Culmer, but
I see.
my biological name is Mackenzie.
I see. But you've never met your mother or father?
No, sir.
But they told you you're Mackenzie.
When I was younger, I looked on my birth certificate when I went to the hospital and I saw my mother's name was Sonia Mackenzie. Social Services never ever gave me any information, and when I was younger I kept asking them and it was like next week. When the social worker come, they would say next week, and then one week they finally told me we can't release the information to you until you're 18 because what we may tell you may hurt you. When I couldn't wait till I reached 18. When I finally reached 18, I went to social services and they told me they can't release any information to me because it's a closed case. So
you still don't know who your biological parents are. But you went to public school?
yes, sir.
Which school you went to?
I went to Palmdale Primary, L.W. Young, and Doris Johnson.
Okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you about your boyfriend.
Okay.
Where's he?
Lost.
He lost?
I don't know where. He disappeared too.
He just disappeared. Isn't that something? He just
Vanished.
Okay. You think you'll see him again?
Yeah.
You think so? You're going to need some help from him. Yes? Is he working, you know?
Last time I checked, he was working.
Yeah, okay. Well, Kandy is a good investigator. And she's going to find that fella because you're pregnant, you're going to need some help. And I know Kandy Gibson is going to find him. Isn't that right, Kandy?
Yes, I'm going to.
Yes, you're going to find him so that he can render some assistance. But let's talk generally about how you intend to move ahead with your shelter.
Well, how I intend to move ahead, I can't even answer that. I would say, first of all, by the grace of God, every morning I get up, I say, God, your will, not my will. I don't make no decision if it ain't yours. I don't want my foot take me nowhere if it ain't where you want me go. So I'm leading every day on God. I have my own plans, but if my plans ain't God plans, and it still's nothing. So I'm truly trusting God. I'm believing what I really want now is I really want a plaza, whereas I could have I really want a big land first, and on that land I want to put a plaza, an office space, food bank, clothes bank, somewhere people could come and do their resumes and have school or maths class, English class. They could use a computer and apply for jobs to Bama, Albany, wherever they would apply for a job. In the back of the yard, it'll be where persons who would have had loved ones murdered, or someone would have died or lost a loved one, or even a cat or a dog, they would come there and they would plant seed, and those seeds would grow into flowers and trees, and they'll watch those trees spring up. Then the front part is going to have a water fountain, and just going to run water to give them hope.
What a dream. That's a great vision that you have, eh?
Yes.
That's a great vision. You need to work toward fulfilling that, eh?
I'm trying, sir. With the help of God, I'm trying, sir.
Yes, but you know, it's very difficult to move from where you are because you're struggling now with 12 people.
Yes.
And you're not getting any assistance right now.
No, sir.
So it's a great mountain to climb. It's a great task ahead of you. Yes?
Well, you have an office, and people can come to make donations to your
Yes,
office.
You do right
Yes.
now?
Right now, what happened is we started off as families of all murder victims, whereas our focus is just on murder victims and their family. But throughout the years, we realized not only murder victims' family, not only persons who are murdered are victims, their families are victims. We have other persons who are victims because they lost a car, lost a home, lost a child, maybe to cancer, lost a child, maybe just to natural childbirth, you know. Might have been raped, might have been molested, might have been incarcerated in prison. But we have victims all about to Nassau. So we turned the office now into a community center. So we don't turn nobody away. If they want a resume, they come to us. If they want stuff copied, they come to us. They want letters type up, they come to us. They want clothes, they want groceries, they come to us. They want someone to talk to, they come. They want someone to pray for them, they come to us. If they have legal matters in court, they want someone to hear them out, they come to us. Looking for a lawyer, they come to us. Looking for a bondsman, they come to us. We are like the one-stop shop.
Yeah, but how you can't give all of these assistance
I
to
can't,
all these people?
but-
You just find the assistance
Yeah,
for them.
God is so good, He has me connected. So when they come to me,
You're
and I hear,
connected.
right, when I hear their problems, I then would turn them on. I would then not turn them on. I then call the person first and hear what they got to say, and then find if it's okay for me to turn them on to that person. And then
So if they have legal issues, you have a lawyer who you can call.
don't care what matter, day or night it is. I have a few on speed dial. I have Christina Gallant, I have Donna Major, I have Keith Seymour, I have my good friend the senator, I have Renard Henfield. I have them there, you know.
But things are very difficult because even when we were trying to do the resume, then you would go to apply at a position with your resume printed in an envelope, and they'd say, oh no, you have to apply online, it has to be in a Word document, it has to be, and all of these things has to be in a PDF format, and here you are just trying to find a job, and now you have to go through this whole process before the employer will even accept you.
Yeah.
And so it's not like people are not trying to do for themselves. They're really trying to do for themselves and really trying to reach out to anybody and just try to get from point A to B, and it makes it very hard. So for Kandy to have something where, and you're stressed out, you're not even sleeping at night, you're not even eating, you know, and then you gotta try to get yourself put together and be presentable and go here, and now you've gone with your paper and now it's got to be in a different format, and now you've got to try to find a different way to do that. It's like there's no easy system. So Kandy is the easy system. Like I'll help you to make your resume, I'll do this, I have a connection, I'll make some calls, and there's a few people that do this, but yes, it's overwhelming for 1-2 people to be doing
Yeah, but
this.
let me ask you, Kandy, you don't think that you're overreaching in your project here? And sometimes you can, when you overreach, you hurt yourself.
Yes.
You need assistance from the social services department.
Yes.
You need governmental assistance when you have taken on so much, so many people in your home. 12 people
That's in the shelter, but
in the shelter.
But let me tell you that even with my own personal space, I had persons live there on a time-to-time basis who had nowhere to stay. But a few months ago, you know, 'cause like I said, I had to be in Canada and come back. But a few months ago, I was on the line of losing my home, and that ain't a good feeling. I was like, God, I said, here it is, I'm sheltering 21 people, and you can let the bank take my place? I said, God, this can't be you. And I said, God, I said, if you allowed me to find favor with keeping my place, I said, God, I will serve you with my personal home. So I made up my mind now, if I can help it, and I'm in a position to help it, and I have space in my home, persons are welcome, because at the end of the day, When I dead, I see a person die a home in the coffin yet.
Yeah. And you were able to get some help.
Yeah, I was able to get find favor with the bank. I said to make the payments. I just believe God every month that the payments are coming to my hand to make the payment. It's a faith run, nothing but faith.
Yes. It's a faith run.
Yes,
That's right.
it is.
It's not even walk, run.
And you both are people of faith.
Yes.
Yes, that's how I survive.
That's how you survive over the years.
Yes.
Boy. Being homeless, but you seem to be happy now, eh?
Yes. Oh, yes.
You're happy with being with Kandy, eh?
Yes.
She's treating you good?
Yes, she is.
All right. And what about food?
Food, well, that's another hassle, you know, but like I say, I try not to complain because when you sit down and think about the people dying every day with a full cupboard of food and dying every day with a full head of hair. So I can't complain. So the matter I have life, only I could say is 2015 was supposed to be a massacre in my life. And my boyfriend got killed, and every day I give, I am thankful. With or without, I give God thanks. Because guess what? People dying every day with all their needs met, and they still dying. So I just thank God for life, and that's me being on earth to be a blessing to people who go in. So I just thank God that whatever trial, tribulation I went through for time like this to understand what people going through and how the system could mess you up on just survival. I just thank God.
Now, some of these people who are living, staying with you, they are adults, right?
Yes.
And they need jobs.
Yeah, so we did their resume and we sent to the gentleman there. He just recently got a job. The lady there, we just do her resume up and she's looking for a job. And then another person there, she just moved in 2 nights ago. So I just going to try process her today before I came here.
And they're prepared to give some assistance?
Yeah, they're prepared to give some assistance.
Okay. So Bianca, you have trouble on your hand because you need to find ways to assist as well, eh?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to do. You know, the thing is that I don't see people just sitting around saying, okay, I'm homeless now, can somebody just do this for me, somebody do that for me? You know, I see people really looking at whatever they can do to help themselves, and if they need help, you know, I'm helping how I'm able to help. So whatever connections I have and whatever research or whatever posts I can do on the social media to try to ask these questions. And it was funny because there is a site that I go to where normally people would know. You post it on a site and ask your question, and everybody would try to answer it the best way that they could. And not a lot of people had a lot of answers for what do you do to find homeless people help. And a lot of their answers was not the correct answer. They think it's so easy, just go to Red Cross or something. No, Red Cross doesn't help with that. Go to the crisis center. Well, the crisis center sends you to social services. So it really goes down to social services, and that only allows you 5 days. So Kandy, after so much research, Kandy was this one person that could take somebody in. And this was a lot of research and trying to drive around now to just get these things in order, like what I was saying, of to get a job or to get whatever things you need done to get government assistance. That's been every day, all day task in my car. And we keep saying, I can't imagine what it would be like if you were trying to do this by yourself on a bus or walking, or it's impossible, you know. So I really think, and then like Kandy and I were saying to each other earlier, we see these buildings on the road that are empty. Who owns these buildings? What are we doing with these buildings? These would be beautiful shelters for people. And once you meet homeless people and are helping homeless people, then you start to look around, and then all of a sudden you see there are so many homeless people. You know, you just start to pay more attention. And if people would pay attention, there are so many homeless people. And these stories of the people, it's not, sometimes it's that they put themselves in that situation, but a lot of times it's that situation occurred to them and nobody reached out to help. And we do have to be our brother's keeper, our sister's keeper, and help each other. And especially now, you know, even for myself, I was looking around to see where me and my children could move to, and I was looking at apartment costs and these costs because we were looking to leave where I'm currently living, and it was like impossible on the amount of money that I make and my budget that I spend for my school to try to go and live in a place and pay this rent and do this stuff. It was impossible. I feel really blessed that I'm not, you know, in that type of a situation right now. But if you lose your job, or if you're suddenly, or even people are working so hard every day just to make a little bit of money an hour, just make ends meet, and then we have like the power bill going up, I see my phone bill going up, all these bills going up, the food bills going up, all of these things. So more and more people are finding themselves in this situation, and you can't turn a blind eye on it. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna help as a community? Because it doesn't seem like the government is doing anything. I'm not sure what they could do. And I mean, they can do stuff, but they're not doing stuff. So as a community, what are we going to do? Maybe since it's going to be Christmas time, a lot of people like to be having charitable giving during this time. Maybe they can consider to help and give a donation to these things, to physically help and start helping to build up these places and make them look better, to maybe sponsor somebody and take them under their wing and say, okay, I can be the person to help you find a job and help you do these things. You know, I try to do that the best I can, but it's not only up to me. And that was a lot of people's answers too. When I put that on the social media, a lot of people said, well, why doesn't your dad just help all the homeless? Why would it just be up to us? It wouldn't be. You know, I'm doing the best that I can personally, but how about you, everybody? Look at yourselves in the mirror and say, what am I doing to help the community and the island and stuff like that?
Well, it's good that you have been involved, and I know your father is helping a great deal as well. And as you say, there's a need for the entire community to come together. One of the things that I saw recently, we saw companies making donations to Junkanoo groups. And while there are some Junkanoo groups that need some help, you know, at the end of the Junkanoo parade, these costumes are discarded. We need to give to some of these organizations like Kandy has put together, these homes for people who are homeless. Some of these charities that are feeding people, these are the organizations that really need help in our community. And I would just like to appeal to the business community to prioritize in terms of how they are giving and why they are giving. Because at this time of the year, there are a whole lot of people who are homeless, who are hungry, who need help. Let's take this break here on our program, and we'll come right back.